My name is Chris Kozik, and I am the co-principal investigator for the ADDIES project at Springfield Technical Community College. The ADDIES project is funded through the National Science Foundation's Research in Disabilities Education program. The primary goal of the ADDIES project is to create and test a replicable model of a science, technology, engineering, and mathematics college success program for returning combat veterans with disabilities. The ADDIES project creates a model that utilizes wraparound interventions surrounding veteran students with a welcoming environment, supportive faculty, intensive pre-enrollment preparation, ongoing academic support through tutoring, mentoring, and advising, and networking opportunities with other veterans. An objective of the grant is also to train STEM faculty in the principles of universal design for learning. The following presentation by Dr. Don Tamarkin, Professor of Biological Sciences at Springfield Technical Community College, was delivered in May 2010 to faculty interested in incorporating universal design principles in their classes.
So I'm going to give you some background on UDL. I wanted to go through some goals for the presentation today. And the first goal is to just introduce you to Universal Design for Learning. I want you to learn how to evaluate your specific course for the UDL opportunities that you can provide. I want you to come up with your own ideas for things that work for you. You know, there isn't a one style fits all method in teaching. We all know that. So I'm going to show you a lot of specific examples of things that I've done that are UDL. And it's not because I think that you should do those same things, even if you teach biology. It's because there are things that work for me, and I can show you how they work for me. And you'll need to come up with some of your own methods. So I certainly don't expect everything to just jump into your classroom directly from mine. Another thing is that you should be able to then come up with what is the pertinent portion of your course that needs the redesign. So the idea is, don't waste your time coming up with fancy methods for something that's obvious and clear. Figure out how you can focus in on the things that need the most work. What are the things that the students struggle with the most? I want you to see some examples of my stuff, and I want you to get excited about UDL for your own course. This is my own list. So that Universal Design for Learning is a way to be more inclusive in your classroom. Everyone's on equal footing. It's a way to reach more of your students. It's very helpful in figuring out where you spend your time and effort in your course so you don't waste your time. And it's not just better for students with disabilities, it's better for everybody. So one of the unfortunate things about Universal Design for Learning is that it seems that the only people that really get involved with it are people that work in disability services. But that's not the idea of universal, right? People with students with disabilities aren't the majority of our classes, and yet the majority of our classes served by UDL. So a little bit of background, just a tiny bit. UDL, Universal Design for Learning, came out of UD, which is just universal design. Some classic examples of this, of universal design, but not for learning, are the curb cut. So when you get to the corner, the curb is cut down so you can roll a wheelchair or a walker right into the street. A couple others that are pretty obvious are those bathroom stalls that are for they're wheelchair accessible. So disability sinks, they have the big handles, so you don't have to do these little things with the faucet. So another example that I got off of a website that I give you at the end is closed captioning on TV. Supposedly, closed captioning on TV, it's not just for people with impairments, but we all know that if you're at the gym, you can watch the closed captioning, and supposedly the #1 use for closed captioning is couples at night, when one member of the couple goes to sleep and the other one wants to keep watching TV. UDL brings universal design now into the classroom. So we take these concepts of, take something and figure out how you make it for someone with a particular need, and we take it from just structural and physical, we take it into learning for UDL. Now you can determine what you need to change in your class to reach more of your students. And students actually recognize your efforts. They know you're doing something for them. They appreciate it. It's a very different classroom environment. And I will say that this has been one of the hugest things for me, that they recognize my effort. Also, you don't have to start and change everything in your class. You can start with something small, make very small changes, and just slowly add more and more. I really think it's not just another educational method. It coordinates all the others. It's a broader way of thinking, and other methods are much more specific. Even though active learning is open, it really is a big open category. You can do a lot of things that are active. It's still not necessarily the same thing as universal design. And universal design can include constructivist, cooperative, active, inquiry-based, all those other things. But it's not limited. This is from CAST. The CAST website is a really good one for getting information on UDL. And if we have time, I'll try to show it to you. They say that there's 3 things involved in UDL, but they say that there's 3 main areas that UDL involves. One thing is multiple means of representation. So they say that diverse learners need options for acquiring information and knowledge. So we have to give different representation of information to our student. Multiple means of assessment, because students don't all do the same on different styles of assessments. And multiple means of engagement, right? So different ways that they could get involved in the course